Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Design Spark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a bass key, tuning key as a keychain. Now we're going to be using Design Spark mechanical to do the model. We're going to be using Coreldraw to create the graphics, and then we're going to be using a program called Freecad to actually convert the Coreldraw file so that we could use it in Design Spark Mechanical. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and we'll create the graphics. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Coreldraw first. Okay, once you get Coreldraw open, you want to go to File, New, and then 8.5 by 11 document, create a new one. Okay. Now we want to go to File and go Import. We want to import the graphic that we want to create or trace. Okay, we're going to right mouse click on it. Once it comes in, we're going to go to Outline Trace and we're going to select Detail Logo. Okay, and then we're going to go OK. Then we're going to click and drag this off to the right. That's going to be our traced copy. This is going to be the raster copy. So we'll delete that. And we want to scale this down because we want it to be small enough to fit on in the back of the key. So we'll go, we need that to be maybe, I'm guessing like a 1/2 inch or smaller. All right, let's go to 0.3. And let's just make this an even 0.3 and then hit tab, 0.3. Okay, that's going to be that. And then let's zoom in on this. Let's scale up. Okay, this looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and select that. And this is 0.3. So let's do 2 of them. We want to create the text. And we want to say SLAPP slapping the bass. We want to create that. Excuse me. Okay, then we want to, sorry about that. We want to go, we can do this at Swiss 721, and then we want to change that up here to the center. Okay, and then we want to go ahead and get this tool over here, the shape tool, and we're going to click that little node right there. We're going to drag it up so it's closer, it's less spacing. Now we want to go ahead and put a point in there, maybe like this is 0.5 wide, 0.57 wide, so that might be wide enough, but we're going to go down 1 more point, so let's go 7 point. Okay, in order to export this out, it needs to be curves, so we're going to go up here. To Object, and we're going to go to Create Curves, Convert to Curves. Okay, it has to be curves. Okay, so we're going to do 1, and then this is going to be 2. So we're going to export 1 at a time. So we'll go File, Export, and then we're going to go Type. We'll just call this Type. And it needs to be an SVG, and make sure this Selected Only is clicked on, because if you don't have that, it's going to get everything. So we're going to go to the desktop, say Export. Okay, now we're going to select this, and we're going to go Export, and then we're going to go call this Logo, SVG, make sure Selected Only is on to the desktop. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to minimize, just keep that open. Now we want to open up Freecad. This is a program that you can download. It doesn't cost anything, and it's handy to have. So we'll go ahead and go Create New. Now we want to drag in the type over into here, and then you're going to get these boxes. Just check the SVG as geometry and then select. And now we want to go Control A, we'll select everything, and then we want to go over here to File. We want to export, and we want to export it as a steep. That way we can bring it into Design Sparks Mechanical. So we'll just go call this Type 1, save. Okay, now we're going to go File, New, drag in the logo, check that box, select select all. Let's go to export, and then we're going to call this logo 1 or logo 2 desktop, step file, save. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start creating our model. We want to close that, discard changes, discard. Okay, now we want to go ahead and open up Design Spark Mechanical. We're going to be working in millimeters. Sorry about that, I had to crack my knuckles. Okay, once design opens up, go to new design. Then we're going to come down here to File, go to Design Spark Options. We're going to go over to Units, make sure it's in millimeters, and it is, so we'll go OK. Then we're going to come back here to Design, change this to, click there for the plan view. Now we're going to minimize. We're going to drag in our little graphic here that we're going to use to create this key from. I'm going to do a little line up here to make sure that this is, let's turn off our snap to grid. I'm just going to make sure that this is 40. Okay, let's type in 40 millimeters. Okay, go ahead and select the click off. Let's click on our graphic and scale it up. So hold down the shift key. Just grab these. That's good there. That's pretty close to 40. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and rotate this. So go ahead and go to move. And then we'll rotate this way 90 degrees. And then we're going to go ahead and get our select tool. We're going to drag this into the center here, or close to the center as we can. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and create this piece right here. So we're going to go, I'm going to put a center line out here. Control minus to zoom out. Let's go to there. Control plus. Go ahead and get some circles in here. Now these don't have to be, as far as the geometry goes, these don't have to be perfect. This is going to be a 3D model, and as long as it's it looks good, that's the main. That is our main objective, is that it looks symmetrical, concentric, and it's a nice looking model. So let's go ahead and put a circle there. Actually, let's undo that. Let's go select, let's right mouse click on this and set it as a mirror. So we only have to draw the circle once. Let's go ahead and draw these. Let's make them 19 millimeters. It's going to be okay. Okay, let's go ahead and trim, get our trim away tool. Let's get that. And now let's go ahead and put our, let's get our tangent arc. Gonna go from there. Actually, you know what? Let's go from there like this. Okay. Okay, let's go there. Okay. Now we're going to bring this line down to there. Then we're going to come across to there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get our trim away again. Trim away this and that middle piece. All right. I'm not going to draw. Well, let's zoom in. Let's see how much detail I want to put on this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and do a create rounded corner right here. Let's go 1.5 millimeters. Okay, and like I said, they don't have to, the lines don't have to be match up perfectly. We're just making a model out of this. It's not a CAD drawing that's going to be used for manufacturing purposes. So with tight tolerances, so the specs, it just has to look good to you. That's all that really matters here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's start putting this in. So what we're going to do is this key part here is going to be extruded. and this little tuner peg is going to be revolved. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our line tool, and then we're going to go ahead and start drawing this. So let's drag that out. Let's drag it down here like this. We don't want to go all the way down like there. This is just going to be for a keychain, so we maybe want to go 35, and then let's go over like this. Okay, let's go Control plus and zoom in. Let's get our 3-point arch, and we're going to just put a little dome right up there. Let's see, that looks wrong. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Let's undo. Let's click on there. Let's go to move, and then let's grab the red one and move it out of the way. So we're going to create this. Let's get 3-point arch. First, let's turn off this as the mirror. So, and then grab the 3-point arch. We're going to go from here to there. Okay, that looks good. We're going to come down a little bit. Right there. Okay, so this is going to be extruded, this is going to be revolved, and then we want to put this little piece in right here. So go ahead and get your ellipse tool, and then this is kind of right here. So we're just going to go draw the ellipse, but first we're going to turn back on the mirror. Right mouse click, set as mirror, grab our ellipse tool. Then we're going to go from there straight up. Then we're going to kind of come in a little bit. Actually, this is too long, so we're going to make it shorter. Okay. Go ahead and get our trim away. Let's get these. Okay, so that's okay. Maybe you want that to be shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select the bottom part of this, and then I'm going to go to move. We're going to grab red. Actually, let's get this whole thing. Now we're going to move that up a little bit so it's closer to the top. Still not happy about these. These are too big. So let's do a couple of undos. Let's get the rectangle or the ellipse tool again. Let's Control plus. Let's go ahead and pan up. I just want them to be a little bit smaller. So we're going to go from there. That might be too small. Okay, let's do one more time. Let's type in 5. That's good right there. Get trim away. Okay, let's Control minus. All right, that looks better. Okay, now we're going to dome. We're going to round that part off. So we're going to need to right mouse click on these. Get our select. Let's right mouse click on the line. Take offset as mirror. We're going to get our 3-point arch. We're going to go from endpoint to endpoint and pull that up a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to go trim away. Let's get that, trim that away there. This is going to be revolved. This is going to be extruded. Okay, let's go ahead and pan down. Even though they don't have a fillet in here, I'm going to add one. So we're going to go ahead and grab our fillet. We're going to put a 3-inch fillet or 3-point fillet, a 3mm fillet in there. And we're going to put one there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we need to put a hole in here, but we're going to wait. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah, I might want to put that little niche in there. That looks kind of cool. So let's go ahead and turn on our line in the middle to mirror. And then you're going to go ahead and create a line right here, straight up Then you're going to come over like this. Let's Control plus to zoom in. You're going to radius this. So go ahead and come over to here. Let's go to your create rounded corners. Let's do 0.5. Okay, now you're going to put one in here. Okay, let me see how that looks compared to theirs. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and Control minus. Let's get rid of this, delete. Let's get rid of the line in the middle, delete. Okay, let's go ahead and Control plus. Don't need that line right there, so let's hold down Control and delete. Let's go ahead and spin this. Control minus. Let's go to pull. Okay, let's pull that from both sides. And then we're going to go 0.5. Oh, that's not thick enough. Undo. Undo. Let's go. No, about 2 millimeters. Let's spin this, make sure it's okay. Yeah, 2 millimeters is good. Okay, now I actually wanted to revolve that. So what we got to do a couple of undos. Let's get rid of that line. Let's go Control minus. I only need half of this. So we're going to go create a line from midpoint, center point to center point. Okay, now we're going to get our trim away. Let's trim away the left side. Don't need that. Go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and revolve, or actually undo, undo, undo. I do need this in there. Okay, so pull. We're going to click on that. We're going to pull from both sides 2 millimeters. Then we're going to rotate this. We're going to come over here and pull. We're going to revolve it, so click that revolve. We're going to go from midpoint, and then we're going to full pull. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so I wanted it to be, let's go ahead and click till everything is selected, and let's put a fillet in here. Let's put a soft one in here, 0.5, okay. Let's spin this around, do the same on the back, pull, click till everything's selected, type 0.5. All right, I like it. Let's go to top. I'm going to go ahead and click there. We're going to go to the plane. We're going to make sure this plane is straight. Oh, it's a little wonky, so let's undo that. Let's go this face here. Plane. We're going to click right in the center there. We're going to drag a, well, I could say 3 millimeters. That's okay, 3 mil. And let's go ahead and move. Let's move this up a little bit. Grab the red. Right about to there. Okay. Now you're going to spin this. Now you're going to go to this one. Let's get this circle there. Let's pull it out to about there. Then we're going to go pull. And we're going to cut it right through the middle there. Okay, let's go to the top. Go ahead and get rid of this. Don't need that anymore. So Control plus. Let's go ahead and pan this up. Let's go ahead and put a fillet in there. Oh, 0.25. Let's spin that around. Let's get the pull. Type in 0.25. Okay, let's go ahead and put 2 fillets in here. 0.36. Let's undo that. 0.36. Okay, let's go to the views, go to top view. Okay, now we're going to bring in our text. So click there, click that face there, go to file. We want to change the file types down to steep. We want to go ahead and double click on type. Go ahead and click OK to this. And let's move this out of the way. Okay, you're going to have to scale this up. So go ahead and click on that. Go to fill. Select everything. Go to pull. Go to the scale. Go ahead and drag that up a little bit. About right to there. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and Control plus. You're going to pan over. All right, let's get rid of these little openings in here. We don't need them. Delete. Get rid of these. Delete. Let's move this. Go ahead and move that. Get rid of this. Sorry, my phone is ringing. I'll have to get that later. Okay, go ahead and click that. Delete. Okay, let's go Control minus. Let's go ahead and select that. Go to move. And let's drag that over. Drag it down just a little bit. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to pan over. We're going to spin this. Now we're going to go to pull. And we're going to pull this ever so slightly. Just to give it some thickness. Oh, 0.55. Okay. Let's make sure this is good. That's pretty, 0.55 is good. So we're going to spin around to the back side. Select this face, go to plan view. Let's go to file, and we're going to bring in the logo. Click OK. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to rotate this first of all. Rotate it 180 degrees. Now we're going to go ahead and select it. We're going to fill. We're going to select again. We're going to go to pull. We're going to go to this icon here, which is scale body. Click there. And then we're going to scale this up about 2 times. Okay, now we're going to get that. We're going to go to move. Let's move that out of the way. Let's get rid of that. Delete. Let's go ahead and select that. Let's move it. Move it into the center here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's pan over. Let's go ahead and spin this. Let's go to pull. Click off of it. Let's pull this. Might have an issue with this graphic. Looks like I probably will. It's probably not closed. All right, let's try it again. Get that. See if I can pull anything on this. Well, I can pull that. That's certainly okay. I can do that. And then, can I pull this? I can pull this. All right, let's just do this. 0.7. All right, let's try to get these too. go to pool. 0.7. Let's get rid of that. Go ahead and spin. Let's see if I can't really select that. Let's get rid of that. Let's Control plus, get that line there, delete. Okay, let's Control minus. Let's try to grab this little button here. Let's go to Control C, Control V. Let's go to move, and let's just move this one. I think this is okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is kind of missing some pieces here. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of these. Delete. Okay, let's get this piece here and just pull this. Let's go up to, just to be safe. There we go. All right, fix the button. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial. This is going to be our slap into bass key. You got slap into bass on one side, and you have bass headstock on the back side. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got something useful out of this video. And as always, thank you for watching.